I'm Anna.
I'm Ben.
We're AutoSave. Welcome to our channel.
Today we're watching Rezero, Season 3, Episode 5. We are in the midst of battle. I wish that we had stayed in the midst of battle at the end of last episode, but we have been gifted, I guess, the scene between Amelia and Corneus, and I don't want to go back there.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. I was actually, if you hadn't said that, that was going to be what I said during this intro, being like, I feel like that's where we're going to go, and I really don't want to. I want to go back to the battle with one of Gluttony. That's where I want to be right now.
We had Roy being given last episode as his name, but then previously we were given the name Lie for Gluttony when we came with Otto's experience with them.
And they use we.
Yeah.
So like there's a few of them.
Interesting. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Sweet.
You know, I really liked his character design.
I still like it. Yeah, a little bit.
What did you think it would do?
He apologized, though.
We had to explain to her how babies were made. Ignorant? Like...
Another one of his wives? Number 184.
The same role as you, but she's 184? Are there multiple women that hold the same number wife? We need to liberate all of these women.
Little King. Damn. Okay.
Voice acting.
Whoa, cool shot.
Little girl.
Okay.
Why'd you have to use that right now? Call him Julie then.
Calm down, Subaru. Nice. God, Subaru's leg.
The Valkyrie.
Oh!
A kid!
Nice, Krush. Oh! I'm worried. It seemed too easy.
What if this isn't a real kid? It's a trap.
A bug? What the fuck? Giant flies?
I didn't know this is one of my like biggest fears, and now I do. No way!
Oh! It's like a bat. God, I love her design and I hate it. Oh!
So she can just morph her body into different forms? She can change people into things?
Oh. Her animation is crazy. Oh, there's the snake we see in the intro.
Dress it up as love.
Whoa. To see Amelia's design like that? Whoa. Oh! What the fuck?
On the... Ooh! Ooh! I've lost my composure. Dragon blood in it. Curse.
I'm scared of this happening to Subaru. We need to die. Where are we going? Oh!
That took a little... Oh my god. Oh my god. No!
Oh. Nice!
Oh, is this Tibi and Hetero?
Yeah. Wow.
Not just entrusting the city, but the songstress.
After learning what type of person she was, right? Of course.
Oh, is that from Auto?
I think it is Auto.
Oh my god. I wonder if Auto like sent bugs to notify everyone or something.
Whoa, cool shot. I love you, Felt. Yes!
Oh, you're alive!
You're a superhero, Auto. You better be reckless. Show him what you can do. Oh shit.
Seeing Garf getting splashed, we still don't know where his siblings are.
What the fuck?
Oh my god. It's trying to take them away. Oh my god. When she ripped Amelia's head in
I know.
by the hair.
It's so easy to be on the other side of the screen and be like, yeah, you know, it's not real, whatever. I don't care. I am never going to be delusional enough to act like I could handle the love of my life in front of me, a perfect picture of the love of my life, ripping herself in half. I think my mind would break.
Lucky for Subaru, he's already had his mind break. It's nothing new to him. Three more. Tome of Wisdom.
What the fuck? Okay, that was Rezero Season 3, Episode 5. Jesus Christ. Lust is a different kind of fucking villain. I am immediately putting her into, like, this episode and this sequence of her up there, if not, no, past even the sequence with Betelgeuse and the torture that we've seen him inflicting, right? Granted, it was beautifully animated. It was so gorgeous, even though it was fucking devastating and disgusting. It was so brutal. God damn it.
In terms of, like, Betelgeuse, like, scenes we have seen of him in terms of torture, it almost takes me back to when we get the scene of Rem being in the air as, like, a puppet, being twisted and broken in the air and then dropped down. That's the energy this came with, and maybe even more energy than that. Like, that's what it reminded me of too.
I don't think that it would have come across as horrific as it did without the beautiful animation to it. I really don't. Like, I think that her design itself is fantastic. I love it. The angles that we're getting, like, from under her looking up, and they're super dynamic and beautiful and terrifying themselves. But the actual, like, sequences of her ripping herself apart are devastating. I'm trying to pull it up right now so we can actually...
Well, I feel like before you get to that, I feel like we brought up Amelia's expression. The expression that Capella does on Amelia's face before the rippage was absolutely wild to see. There it was. It's wild to see Amelia's face like that.
Mm-hmm. It's just contorting in a way that we'll never see it, you know?
Yeah, I kind of liked that.
Yeah?
I didn't like what came after that, but I liked seeing Amelia's expression in that way.
Like, God,
I almost
what a
don't
great
even want to rewatch
choice.
it.
You don't have to. I'm going to rewatch it, though. Like, having the shaky camera behind her is such an amazing composition for this to happen. And... like, starting with the hair, too. It's not just, like, you're ripping it apart at its seams. Having it be from the hair makes it so much more visceral and, like, tangible almost.
Yeah. Like, the ability for us to almost understand how that might, like, feel.
Oh, and then it's, like, it's almost like it's imploding while being ripped apart. It's so interesting. And then being formed back together while Subaru's in between the seams.
We should have known that we were going to see something like that when we first got her kind of morphing quickly facially into different people, and we have one of them literally like come out of a mouth, and I was like, ooh, like it starts as like a bald head coming out of the mouth.
Yeah.
I think it was like out of Crucia's mouth, and it was then the little girl.
Yeah. Oh my God. Her like
a mask, as if she has been like gone to a makeup artist, you know?
Yeah, no, like, let's actually watch it and talk about it, because I think it deserves to be talked about. Like, you're not able to make a viewer feel the way that the disgusted feeling I'm feeling right now without portraying it in such a beautiful way. Mm-hmm. Like,
at first we cover it,
it's giving magic magician, whatever. Mm-hmm. This is fine and good. I love it. What makes it is the eyes, the mouth, and the nose coming from underneath the skin, pushing outward, and you can see it through the shadow, and it forming. We get every single layer. You can see the color in the eyes is only halfway through the skin right now. It's devastating. And then ripped off again like into Crush. I love that you can actually see the holes ripping off of the previous face too.
I also like that the hair is starting to fall out of it. Like, you're really actually ripping off a bald cap or a wig cap or something, and the hair is then falling out of it.
Yeah, it's on top of that cap as you would. And then out of Crush's mouth is it's not even out of her mouth, it's that the rest of her face is contorting around it. Like, look at her eyes. This, like, it feels like it's real life almost. What reference are you using? Oh my God, it's so brilliant. It's one of the most beautiful disgusting sequences I think I've ever seen in Rezero.
And like, other than that, there's been in this whole sequence and scene in general with Capella, other than the amazing graphic things, her expressions, like you said, there's a lot of amazing compositions of how
look at this expression, the vein under her eyebrow.
How we're laid in the room, you know, how Subaru's over here, the stage directions, if you will, and where the camera is, and like the angles we're getting to see, and at some point Subaru is we can see him completely, but she's starting to get a tail coming out of her, and it's kind of blurry because it's like right in front of you.
Yeah.
So many amazing things visually within that scene. Obviously so many horrific things, but if you're gonna do horrific things, do them as beautifully well as they were here.
It's so good. So Capella's identifies herself as Capella Luguncia, right? Luganica, sorry. That, like, do you think that ties back to the original tale with the dragon? I know that's like a reach. I'm not saying that they're connected, but do you think, like, thematically her being able to, like, being so close with the dragon would tie back to the original lore that we're getting, and like based off of where she's from is why she's able to, or why she takes that form?
So we got a line from her about blood and her blood and the curse of the dragon, and that is what she uses to morph other people into flies and whatever else she decides, you know? So we can bring up that line if we wanted to kind of see what she says about it.
Do you know whereabouts it was? My blood has dragon blood in it. If you succumb to its curse, the outcome will be wild.
Her blood has dragon blood in it.
Yeah. Interesting.
I don't think it started out that way in her original human days before becoming a witch's cult member.
I had a 430 notebook, and I don't have it with me. This is devastating. It's from every episode before episode 18 of season 1. But she's so interesting. I love her design so much, but God, is she gruesome. Okay, other things did happen this episode.
Oh, but I had one more thing about her.
Okay, go on.
So actually I had 2 more things about her. One's kind of not about her, and the other is. So I wanted to bring up, I've been trying to like look at some of the other Sin Archbishops and their powers, how they utilize their abilities, and how that relates to the actual witch that they represent and what their abilities or traits are. And I feel like this is one of the moments where it's almost been like incredibly clear to me how we've twisted the witch here to create what Capella does. Like, it's Capella and Carmilla. Mm-hmm. Obviously, 2 C names. That's fun. That end in A. Don't think there was I don't know if that was intentional. But the warped twist on it is that we know Carmilla to not want to do what she is as Lust, which is she doesn't intentionally appear to people as who they love and what they want to see. You see her as that. She is not intentionally doing it. She does not want to intentionally bring harm to you. And what we have here as the Sin Archbishop of Lust is that she's choosing who to change into, to create turmoil for you intentionally. Yeah. And not only that, but she can also change what you look like. Maybe just because of her blood and that it's mixed with a dragon. I don't know. But Carmilla probably hates this representation of her and Lust. This is not what she would want.
Mm-hmm. You had another thing?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. My other thing was I would love to reread or rehear what her 3 extra demands were at the very finale of the episode. Yeah. Unless we want to come back to that at like the end of the discussion when we talk about what we should expect for next episode.
No, I'm
fine with that.
We can totally pull it up. First, bring me the Tome of Wisdom that's been brought into this city.
Can we pause here?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so it's been brought into the city. Do you think recently?
Maybe.
If we're adding it as a demand, it wasn't a previous demand, it wasn't maybe written in the gospel. We had a previous reason we were here, which was Typhon. If we're adding it now as a demand, it's maybe like new knowledge that has come to us. Or she's just extra like, hey, you guys weren't obeying me, so now I'm going to ask for more stuff.
Yeah. Second, bring me the artificial spirit that's been chilling in this city.
Chilling.
Yeah.
Interesting phrasing there. Are they just relaxing, or is there something to do with the cold and the ice? Artificial spirit, too.
Yeah, I know. Interesting. Okay.
And the third.
Yeah, sorry. I have like a couple theories, but I'm not going to go into it. The wedding with the silver-haired girl that's to be held in the city.
Like, she's now asking for, I guess, the wedding to happen. Like, we're gonna do the wedding.
I don't like it.
You guys better be okay with it.
Man, she's so interesting. One more thing that I have before we leave Capella is, you know, like the TikTok shit that was like, would you love me if I'm a worm?
Yeah.
That's what she was doing. She was like, would you love Amelia if she was like an insect? Would you love her if she was twisted into something else? And the whole concept of like, would you still love this person if you're not operating off that basis of lust and physical appeal?
Mm-hmm.
Also, fuck what you did to Krush.
Right. I was very intrigued by her talking about love and her talking about, oh, do you not like love those insects? Are they revolting to you?
Yeah.
She seemingly has she personally seemingly has a love for things that are often hated because of their looks. Maybe has some sort of desire to play on that.
Maybe. I want to talk about the fact that we didn't die. I kept feeling like this safety coming from within me, that like everything's gonna be okay. Super's gonna die. We're fine. We're not dead. We have lost a leg and we're thrown into the city river.
Do you want to know why I think that we didn't die here?
Huh.
Because he asked for it.
Yeah?
And she was like, I wouldn't do something so barbaric.
Well, I don't think even, like, that's just her nature in general of not killing,
well,
right?
Yeah, I'm not surprised she didn't, like, she wanted to see what the blood would turn him into if he'd survive that. It's not the way that she would go about
But just what does this mean for Krush? You know, what does this mean for Subaru? Are we going to be able to reattach a leg if we're going to be surviving at this point?
We already used so that brings
forbidden spell from Felix.
Felix already used a forbidden technique on Subaru's leg. I think it's funny that we took the leg that was already injured instead of the leg that was still intact.
Honestly, I'm glad for it.
Yeah,
I would have rather that. Man, and
because then we'd have one leg that was like really beat up and then no leg over here, and that would just be worse.
Also, we got a character this episode that I kind of love right off the bat and hope that we get more of. 184. All right, so I don't understand the numbering system. My best guess is that they're ex-wives and they've been like dropped. But like maybe he only has 79 current wives, and the 184 is like she's the 184th wife to have been dropped.
I don't know math enough to know if there's like, would he have 10 of each or like 5 of each?
Of each what?
Each number.
79th,
78th wife, there's like 3 of them, and there's 3 of each one of them. I don't know math enough to know if he's trying to reach a certain end goal number of actually having like 200 wives or
I know a little bit of math, but I'm not really sure what you're saying to help. But
I'm trying. He said that she is in the same place as Amelia. So to me, that means that we have at least 184 of the wife that number them and Amelia's supposed to be.
Okay.
Not that they're dropped, but that they are groupings of wives.
Okay.
And so I'm like, is there a math to it that I could like understand how many wives he actually has? Where it's like he has to have 5 under each number umbrella.
Perhaps. I love her character though. Like
her design's really
her
good.
Design's really good. She like one of her first lines to Amelia is like don't make that expression. He wouldn't like that. And that she's been told not to smile. It's like right off the bat, and then identifying him as Little King in response to Amelia saying that's
she
like
hasn't dropped her personality, if you will. Like she's not as empty as you might think that she is when she seems so expressionless.
I would have assumed her to be, or like very frightened or scared to even like speak to Amelia as if he was listening in the other room or something. But no, she has her own like personality and will still.
I really appreciated that. Obviously they could have done it the other way, because I could totally believe that he would have had brainwashed wives that end up like shells of who they originally were because of having to be married to the Little King, you know?
Yeah.
But it does seem like she's still able to have like she knows how to keep herself safe. If like she's protecting herself and she's giving advice here, but she still is, it's almost like she's like, if I do what he wants, then I'm able to secure who I am, at least keep myself for myself. My true self I can keep for myself internally. Even if that's all I can have, you know, I get to have one thing in this world, and that is like staying myself. Like that's the energy that it gives. And I feel like this is a really great character to have here with Amelia when she's in an awful situation.
I hope that we get more of her. I don't know if does it imply that like Corneus has like a base set up here permanently and has, or does 184 just travel with him everywhere? You know what I mean?
Right, like how do we pick, like if we're traveling, how do we pick which wife that we're going to bring? Because I'm pretty sure that's like a lot. If 184, if we're just saying in general that we have around 180 women, like are they all traveling with us?
Or does he have like a established base of operations, or is this one of his homes that he has here that's overlooking this?
We definitely are within a high tower that would definitely probably, I think in his view.
What if it's like a floating castle or something?
Ooh. I would think that he would think the building that they're in would withstand all of the gates probably opening up and flooding.
I'd agree with that. We got Anastasia getting some respect on her in terms of the kind of person that she is, and then being given the responsibility over the town.
Yeah, trusting Pristella to her, but also trusting the songstress to her.
Yeah.
The council is gone. And Kiritaka, I'm sorry, but you're probably next. Like, I know you had all those guys that were your guards, and they were all like, yeah, we trust us. We got this. But Sirius is pretty scary, and obviously I want the best for Hetero and Tivi, but they're also, like, not in the best shape in general either. But she said, give me 2 minutes.
Yeah.
She said, give me 2 minutes, and she's gonna buy time. I feel like I trust her.
Mm-hmm.
She's not gonna, like, these are her people, especially, like, Hetero and Tivi. She's not gonna just, like, let them stand in front of her to protect her from a foe and not try to go do something also. You're right to bring up, like, we feel like we've gotten a little more of, like, who she actually is underneath some of the character that we've been introduced to that seemed purely based on deals.
Yeah, and I'm a little biased, but my favorite moment of the episode was the Zoda appearing and Otto coming out of the shadows like the Batman character he is.
Right. Very, very glad that he survived.
I'm surprised. I almost expected, like...
We were all surprised. Reinhardt was surprised.
I thought... I was almost, like, expecting, like a fake out. Like, it wasn't actually Otto. And, like, it was somebody to appear to be Otto. It was an illusion, you know? Because I was so concerned and worried that he was going to be held captive or something by the other gluttony.
I wonder if he knows where the other gluttony is. I think it's Lai. I wonder if it's going to be like Reinhardt goes there first, like to the other gluttony, because Otto was like knows where he might be, and Otto was just there, and that's where Reinhardt next is. Because when I think about like what are the matchups as we go into like the next episode or so, we obviously have Julie. I'm gonna go Julie because we can't tell Gluttony our real names, you know, and we're going by our little nicknames. He's against Roy, and Valkyrie, I think it was for Krush, is now being whisked out of the city on a dragon.
Yeah.
And Subaru's in the water. Garf and everyone got washed away from their opponents. So, like, don't know what's going to happen there.
We see Wilhelm calling for Garf.
Is Wilhelm still going to get to fight the one Witches Cult member?
We got
in the
another look at him, another expression. And it has to be somebody he recognizes, if from the story or Teresia. It has to be one of the two.
And then, yeah, so that's our matchups. Anastasia, obviously now we know where Sirius is. Don't know what Regulus is going to do other than is seemingly just planning a wedding.
I legitimately have no confidence at the moment, and I feel like such a bad Subaru fan. I just like have no optimism other than like a little bit to Julie, and I don't know.
I don't think Subaru has much confidence at the moment.
Yeah.
And
Reinhardt, of course. Yeah. Duh. Like Reinhardt's like the god, but
I have confidence in Reinhardt, but the issue is we've already seen like we get told this person is the most powerful here, but we've already seen how his power can be utilized to kill everyone without his intention to do so.
Yeah.
Because of Sirius. And so we have disadvantages here. You would ask earlier in this discussion, like, do we restart here? I know, like, Garf is probably going to go try to find Subaru in the water. But what actually I feel like we should try to prevent the city from flooding.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know what we could actually do here. And I wonder who the dragon was.
Yep. I'm with you. All right, you good?
Yeah, I think so.
Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, subscribe. We hope to see you next time.